Thanks so much for joining us for the News at 6. I'm Dawn Baker.
And I'm Mike Seelam. Tonight, we all know it's hot out there, but even with current temperatures, horse-drawn carriage tours are continuing in the city of Savannah. But the threshold for working horses to be taken off the street when it gets too hot, that could soon change.
WTOC investigative reporter Shay Schrader joins us now live from downtown Savannah. Shay, what have you learned?
Yes, good evening, Mike and Dawn. I obtained a memo from City Manager Jay Melder sent to the Savannah City Council outlining a proposal that would amend the way the city regulates working horses in the heat. Now, it would move the city off of using heat index onto something called wet bulb globe temperature. But this could in turn allow horses to work in heat that the National Weather Service classifies as a potential heat stress threat. Even in the heat, the sound of horses' hooves is present in Savannah. Currently, the horses must be pulled off the street when temperatures hit 95 degrees or a heat index of 110. But under a proposal sent to council by City Manager Jay Melder, the threshold would be determined instead by wet bulb temperature. Unlike heat index, which is measured in the shade,
wet bulb temperature takes into account many factors: the temperature, the humidity, wind speed, cloud coverage, and the physical activity of the person, or in this case, maybe animal, may be doing.
The proposed amendment would require horses to stop working at 91 degrees wet bulb temperature, which sounds lower. But according to the National Weather Service, any wet bulb temperature above 90 degrees carries an extreme threat for heat stress.
The ingredients that it takes to get to a wet bulb temperature are a little bit more complicated, but definitely more impactful on the body. So a 90-degree wet bulb temperature is just as hot as, say, a 108 heat index.
According to the memo, that number was recommended by a University of Georgia professor of equine science. The proposed amendment would require a wet bulb thermometer to be permanently installed in Ellis Square, with a portable backup available as well. We did reach out to the city of Savannah for comment, and a spokesperson sent over a statement saying, working under council's direction to provide greater protection for horses operating in the carriage tourism industry, staff recommended adopting the wet bulb globe temperature testing method into the ordinance that regulates the industry. Staff are currently addressing questions from city council issued in response to a June 9 memo with the recommendation. Now, we do have that entire memo available on our website, WTOC.com. Keep in mind that this measure does have to go in front of city council before it could be approved or denied. We will continue to follow this here on WTOC, so stick with us for the very latest updates. For now, live in Savannah, Shay Schrader, WTOC Investigates.